Good morning. Uh-huh. And we're going to scratch that one. Grand Rising. Because it's no morning here. It's no morning ever. So let's change this good morning thing. It is no such thing as good morning. Grand Rising. Grand Awakening. How y'all feeling? Hopefully you're loving that you woke up. That God breathed life in you another day. Right? Doing my searching and researching of, trying to find the face of God or looking for the face of God, that led me into spiritualism. While I was, absorbing the concepts and the realities of what was being presented to me. I'll get his full name, but his name is Gilbert. Real renowned black man, high honor, high prestige, high knowledge, high wisdom. He made a statement that I understood. I understood it, but I didn't take it the way he said it. Through God, as we speak, or a little before I decided to record, God gave me this. And he didn't give it to me. Well, he did give it to me because he gave it to me through him, and then he gave it to me directly from himself. Mr. Gilbert said that when we sleep, we actually die. So for however long you take your naps or however long you sleep through the night, 8 hours, 10 hours, some people less, 3 hours, 4 hours. He was actually dead. So it coincides with the statement that I made earlier. I know that y'all should be happy that y'all woke up this morning, that God breathed life back into you for another day. And once you understand that, you understand that from the day you was born, from the first time you went to sleep to the first time you woke up, and so on to the years that you are now. The traveling around the moon, traveling around the sun. That's how we get our years, by us traveling around it or it traveling around us. It's a true statement, and if we actually hold that in our heart and truly see it that way, we'll be. You should be happy in the Lord. That means you have some type of favor with Him. That He decided to, and the first thing you best to say is "Good morning, Lord." Even if you do it later, but I want us to get into, as soon as you open your eyes, you don't even know what you're saying type shit. Your eyes just popped open and you automatically talking to your Heavenly Father. Just because you knew He woke you up that day. I want y'all to think about, because all of us experience some type of death around us. And some of us even experienced death itself and was resurrected. Those near-death experiences, they not near-death experience. Y'all died, and God breathed life back into y'all. So rejoice, thank Him, cherish Him. Know that His love is truly unending. I know it to be. In the Bible, this phrase is what you call, if you fall 7 times, He'll pick you up 7 times. I'm here to tell you, in my heart, those sayings is true. And then there's another saying saying, if you fall 100 times, He'll pick you up. I'm here to tell you, those sayings is true. I'm not going to say this is not in the Bible, but right now I can't recollect it if it is in the Bible, because I ain't a real scholar of the Bible, but I know the Bible. I might not be able to say, oh yeah, what you call Samuel, such and such, what you call verse such and such, paragraph such and such. I might not be able to do that. But as soon as you bring it to me, whatever you want to bring to me, that you know that actually comes out that book, I guarantee you I'll chime in so fast, finish your statement for you. Which I thank God for that ability. Because I'm not a scholar. I'm not like some of y'all that is able to do that and able to do it real good. And this is what baffles me, but it don't baffle me because we know what it is. But at the same time, there's a lot of y'all that know the word, and I mean really know the word, or at least memorize the word and know the book, or know of the book. If you knew the book, y'all wouldn't be coming at me or feeling a certain type of way about the favor that I have with our God. And you notice how I said our. But when I want to get personal, it's my God. And I have the right to be personal with my God. But in the same reality, I know that is our God. Whatever my God is doing in my life, good and bad, He is all good, but He allowed bad to happen for your greater good. I know y'all twisted in the brain, scratching your head. Like, what the fuck you just said? It's a contradiction that you just said. You said that what you call that he don't cause evil. He's not the root of evil. But yet he allows it to go on. There's rules that he set for things to play out the way things play out. And if he didn't set these rules, and these rules are in all things. Remember, there's the law to everything. The law to your furniture, the law to your TV, the law to how your body works, the law to how the trees that you call suck up the carbon dioxide that makes the oxygen. The same thing that the water does. The same thing what you call, even though it's oxygen in the air, what do the wind do? The wind truck what you call pushes the oxygen. It makes sure it's all around, even though it's all around. Like I said, it's real deep. Everything coincides with everything, and everything has to follow its automatic law, because it is an automatic law. Every species no matter what derivative of it, know what it knows and does what it knows because it knows what it knows. We are truly the only vibration that's on this planet that's able to go deeply negative willingly or deeply positive willingly, or be a real master of it all and be in complete balance. Right? If you dominantly, I mean, ultimately strongly working in the light, from the light. Wow, I love you. With all my heart, I love you. Because I know it's a feat that's really impossible. That is a God thing. And if you feel that you are or able to do that, I'm not going to deny you of that fact. But what I am is going to drop it down a little scale, just a slight scale. We don't, because we are not God. You will always have to put yours a little lesser or drastically lesser when you're comparing yourself to Him. And there is no comparison. That's like you comparing yourself to me. That's like me comparing myself to you. It's a futile thing for the simple fact you are you. He made you the way He made you. I am me. He made me the way He made me. Instead of us being content and searching ourselves, knowing ourselves, understanding ourselves, and growing within ourselves. Maybe I'm doing something right now, darling. Please talk later. Right? He does what he does. He does the impossible. He, he really does. Every plan that you think you have, good or bad, is actually his plan. And he ain't doing it against you. He's doing it for you. Number one, your plan is what you created. It's something you decided to. It's something that you had free will to explore. But at the same time you was exploring these things, he was showing you signs, giving you warnings, throwing up red flags, nudging you, slapping you up. And what's crazy about it, we heard it. We heard it. But we decided to ignore it, walk past it. Then it came back again. Or however he decided to do it, punch you in your face, smack you in your face, threw you off a building in shock. It's like, for real, there's many ways he could do it, but we talking about mentally wise. We're not talking about physically wise. And remember, whatever your mental is your physical. So y'all never be able to destroy me. Even when I'm out this show, my strength. my my awesome power, and you hear me saying mine, but it's not mine. God awesome power, and I'm gonna always give him homage. And the reason why I say mine, because he told me to claim it, claim my power. How y'all think y'all got into this position? The ones that have been against me, have been trying to use and abuse me, and eventually try to have me take my life, or y'all would have somebody that was dumb enough to remove me from this world, because y'all want to be able to keep on doing what you would have did to me and what you have done to others before me, so y'all could survive, because y'all can't survive on your own. Y'all true parasites. Parasites that could go into a cocoon state and be rebirthed into something else. That's not a parasite. That would be doing exactly that exact opposite of a parasite. Ponder that. Picture any entity that you know that lives off of someone else. Somehow, if it's triggered to go into a state, to go into a cocoon. While it's in this cocoon, like caterpillars turn into butterflies, maggots turn into flies, and then the different derivatives of those small organisms that turn into mosquitoes, fruit flies, and all of the above. Anything with wings, that's an insect. Lava, whatever. Think of the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. Caterpillar was a worm-like thing with a face that had a unique pattern that, you know, travel through the greenery and stuff and eat and feed off of it, and also help sustain it at the same time. Over time, you're going to say it's going to do what you eventually will do. And that will be going into a cocoon state for whatever reason that made that trigger. I'm not a, what you call, an expert on the life, of the butterfly and what you call it, but I do know specific key parts. And I believe y'all know too, this is information that's been passed on to us when we was kids, information that's still passed on to as adults. You still hear these statements made in 2024, 2025, since the beginning of time of whoever actually sat down and studied it and, brought it to light. And then the other people that got this information or heard the information, something made them curious. If it did, because like I said, I'm not them. I don't know where they bring it at. I don't know the exact situations, but I guarantee you made a lot of people curious to look into it. So we're gonna say hundreds and hundreds of billions of people have looked into this phenomenon, and they all know it to be true. That's how you know it to be true. Is that a fact? that a true statement? I said I speak in nothing but truth. And through whatever videos that you call that I'm putting out here, this is a recording. Y'all, this will forever be able to be pulled up. I can never take this down off of the great known wide web. So all my mistakes will be seen. Or the lie will be poked at and exposed. I have no reason to lie. And I pray to God that He give y'all this gift that He gave me, or this understanding that we don't need to lie. When we lie, we hurting ourselves. You have to remember the lie. You gotta remember the lie that you told to and who you told it to. And then when you start lying to protect that lie when you get exposed. Then you allow on what you call to fix that lie because you're exposed. We haven't learned that. Whoever seen through your lie or the rules, you feel exposed. Now, we all claim ourselves to be grown. We all claim to have some type of wisdom, especially the ones that's real big-headed, puffed up, which is crazy. For the simple fact, if you puffed up, it's not wisdom that's filling you. It's not even knowledge that's filling you. It's just straight ego. And ego will lie all the fucking time to protect itself.